Aloha, this is Dr. Anita Johnston, and I am down at the beach in front of the Aipono Maui treatment facility, and right behind me is the Io Valley. And for the ancient Hawaiians, this was a very, very, very sacred place. And when we did our blessing at our facility, the kapuna came and I was in awe as she talked about how both the masculine and feminine energies of the land could come through this valley and anchor right where our facility was, on the grounds of Aipono Maui. Now, for me, understanding both how important both the masculine and feminine principles are to healing. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about genders. And it's unfortunate that these are the terms we have, but they're the terms we have. And in Asian cultures, it might be called yin and yang. In the Jungian tradition, it's called masculine and feminine. And the reason for that is because when you're working with dreams, those energies show up in the form of males and females, but all of us have masculine and feminine energies within us, whether we're male or female or trans. Those are principles. It's a duality that exists in all of us, and in many cultures, in many indigenous cultures, they exist in the land and in the sea, and they're principles in all that there is in life. And for me, when I think about it, the masculine principle, that's that logical, linear, goal, achievement-oriented aspect of ourselves that helps us maneuver through the world safely and deliberately. This is how we set our goals, and this is how we accomplish what we want to accomplish in life. And the feminine is the part of ourself that is intuitive and emotional and interested in relationships. And so when you have the two working in concert together, then you'll be able to tune in to your innermost thoughts and feelings and needs and move them through the world. So it's almost like the feminine is the vessel that contains those emotions and intuitions and those desires, and the masculine is the vehicle that takes them out into the world. And so if you have only the masculine principle operating within you, you may achieve all kinds of things, and you'll have all kinds of money in the bank, and you'll have all kinds of letters after your name, and you'll have one accomplishment after another, but you'll feel a certain kind of emptiness. And for many people who struggle with disordered eating, that emptiness is a deep longing, a deep hunger. Now, by the same token, if you have only the feminine principle operating in your life, you'll have all kinds of dreams and visions and wonderful ideas, and nothing will ever get done. So the point is, both are equally valuable. In our culture, however, we live in a culture that values the masculine principle, how much you can do, get done, and achieve, over the feminine principle, which has to do with the quality of your relationships and your emotions and how that all ties together. It's the connectedness of all things. And so what happens, because our culture is a bit cockeyed, we become a bit cockeyed. And in my experience, it is that lack of balance that can many times lead to disordered eating. And so the task then becomes learning how to honor both. To honor both energies that exist within you, that exist within all of life, and recognize that neither one is better than the other. Aloha.